Okay, so I'm just starting by opening up a project that I had saved previously. And you just want to click on the little yellow letters at the middle of the bottom of the screen, and then it'll bring up a new screen, and you can just start typing in whatever text you want. Don't worry about anything because this is where you're going to do your editing. Click Done, and then it'll take you into this editing screen where you can start with the font. You can scroll through from left to right, and then certain fonts you can scroll through up or down, and it gives you a little bit more of an option between the font type that happens to be there. And then once you've chosen your font, you can adjust the size by going to size and scrolling left to right, or sliding left to right. And then you can adjust the color by either choosing a square or using this circle, and it'll wherever the little dot is, that's the color it'll change to. Then you have the shadow. You have a couple choices. You can adjust the angle of the shadow using the arrows. You can adjust the blur by sliding left to right. You can adjust the color of the shadow the same way you do the color of the font itself, and you can adjust the opacity of the shadow by sliding left to right. I'm just going to keep it off because I don't really want a shadow. Then you can adjust the opacity of the font itself, of the text itself, by sliding left to right. You can also rotate the font, and you can flip the font. And you can adjust the letter spacing, the spacing between the letters, and you can also adjust the line spacing, which is the space, the verticals, or I'm sorry, yeah, the spacing between the lines. And then here's where you adjust the alignment, centered, left, right. And then the nudge is for if you want to get something in an exact position. And the blend tool is kind of more like the brush tool in Photoshop. If you're used to using Photoshop, it basically makes the top image blend into the back, or vice versa. It makes the back image come out to the front. And if you want to adjust it like a text box, if you're a scrapbooker and you're making a journaling card, you will hit Done again, and then you will tap on the text, and it'll pop up with the two little arrows at the bottom, and then you can adjust those to the size you need. And you can also choose to re-edit anything. If you need to re-edit something, you can duplicate it, and then you can delete it. And once you have your text looking the way you want, then you can go ahead and save it.